Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Hoeneß! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hoeneß really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
Messi. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Vieira. Shot could be on. It's Neymar! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Bayern Munich are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Eto'o. Van Basten. Check, will they claim to that? So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Law. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hoeneß. And it's Eto'o. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lizarazu. Bayern Munich are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Law. And here's Raul. Law. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Hoeneß. Oh, played right into his path. Bayern Munich upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, it's Van Basten! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
In with a header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chiellini. That's Vieira. Lizarazu. Beckenbauer. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Law. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
30 minutes gone. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Neymar! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Cross flung into... Up he goes! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Neymar. Can he stop it going out? Vieira. Lizarazu.
Oh, it's come loose. This is actually quite a courageous move, and
terrific header! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Hullet. Goes for the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter, he's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rummenigge! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. Law. Oh, important interception. Raul. Raul. So much time and space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's found a way past. Beckenbauer. Bayern Munich are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lizarazu. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Law, and he skips past his man. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lizarazu. Vieira. Lizarazu. That's a lovely, neat pass. Law, and a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Law! And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Neymar.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Deftly away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Hullet. Neymar hits one! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Bayern Munich have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rummenigge. And he's had it nicked away. That's a sharp pass. That's a nicely measured pass. He can run onto that. It's a great ball. And they're quick to get it back.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, what a climb! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
And he's intervened well there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is lovely. Yaya Toure. Goalkeeper's ball. And we hit half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Bayern Munich head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Bayern Munich carrying a one-goal lead. Hullet. No, again there's no way through. Lizarazu. Lahm.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. And here's Neymar. Look at the space here. Great hit! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Neymar. Beckenbauer. Defending here is really tight. Oh, that was vital. Hullet. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Palermo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Law. Shot a goal! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, good-looking ball. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rummenigge! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Franz Beckenbauer. Number 24, Cannavaro. Number 11, Neymar.
Rummenigge.
Number 20, Raúl.
And he was quick to react. Yeah. Rodri. And it's Ribéry.
Number 16,
Now it's
Rodri.
Griezmann.
Number 9, Ronald Araujo.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost
Number
personal.
19,
And it had to be.
Griezmann. Number 2, Rudiger.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Gullit. Lizarazu touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And here's Ribéry. He's away. Shot could be on. There's the hit! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit. Owen. Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's being shifted off it. Ball's gone out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Law, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that's well seen too. Works it forward. Bayern Munich are coasting towards victory. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge.
Ribéry really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball.
Now the finish! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Rummenigge. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Added time.
And now they can clear their lines. Chance here to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Law. Ribéry. Law. Big chance! Cleared without complication. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Shevchenko. Kaká gets into some space. Beckenbauer, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice sequence of passes, this. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Kaká. Shevchenko shapes to shoot! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught. In he goes again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Gullit might just make this. No way through. And it's Gullit. Matthäus wins the duel this time. Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Law has it out wide and in space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Oh, great feed that.
Great chance! Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Neymar.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Lizarazu. Saliba can get it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Nedved.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Gullit. Oh, good ball. Matthäus gets a foot in here. Rodri. Now it's Nedved. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gullit. Nedved promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Gullit. Raul. Raul. And here's Neymar. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bayern Munich finding their passes. Lizarazu. Gullit. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Raul. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
And we're underway again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Lizarazu. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Nedved. Gullit. It's a pretty loose pass. Beckenbauer. More and more pressure on the ball here. Stood up well to him there. Lizarazu. Here's Vieira. Lizarazu. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Gullit. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Raul. Law.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And that's been won straight back. Kaká. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
The attendance for this match
60 minutes played.
52.
And here's Gullit. And he has been fouled there. Gets. And finally he has breathed life into the game. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept and considerable accuracy.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back in.
Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lowe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bayern Munich have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's really well manoeuvred. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lizarazu. Oh, super find. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed.
But terrific header! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Bayern Munich are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
25, Franz Beckenbauer.
Maldini.
Number 20, Raúl. Number 24.
It's gone backwards.
Cannavaro.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Chiellini.
And he's straight offside.
Number 14, Ribery. Number 16, Rodri. Number 19, Griezmann. Number 9, Ronald Araujo. Number 2, Rudiger. Substitutions taking place.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bayern Munich have it back and can go again. Lizarazu. Bayern Munich have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. And it's Bale. Eto'o. Griezmann. And it's Ribery. Interesting ball. Griezmann. Law. Ribery! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He is just caressing the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Pullet is eyeing up his options in the middle. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Thuram attempts a clearance. Driving forward. Oh, delightful ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
For added minutes has been indicated.
Defending was strong and firm. Vieira. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He has found the way through. Tries a shot! And more and more and more! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Bayern Munich find opposite. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Neymar. It's a loose ball. Got a shot away. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Lizarazu going full tilt down the left. And he's picked out the run. It's Neymar! Oh, nearly. Nice bit of trickery. Pass is just off target. Raul. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Tries a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Bayern Munich really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Bayern Munich with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Neymar. And he's been shifted off it. Lizarazu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Chiellini. That's Vieira. Lizarazu. Rice looks to get on the end of this. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Now it's Shevchenko. Beckenbauer. Nicely weighted ball. Law. Raul. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's lofted through here. No luck with that dink over the top. Vieira. And it's Hullet. Gets his pass away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. And here's Hullet. Now this could be a chance. Hullet. Rice. Bale. Now it's Neymar.
Un minuto de descuento.
And he was alert to it. And there is the half-time whistle. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, Neymar.
And the second half gets underway.
El dorsal 21.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He's played him through. Thuram. Raul. Law. That is a great pick out. And he's quick to get it clear again. And the ball's a good one here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rice. Madrid deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he skips past his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for the runner. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 72.306 espectadores.
Almost an hour gone. Law. That is good alertness. Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pullet proves just a little bit too strong. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Messi. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Played back in.
Neymar really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Oh, that's an inviting ball. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. Always onto this. And he's straight offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
7,
changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 10, Messi. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 13. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And it's Ribery, looking for the run. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Ribery! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! That's another chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Pull it.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most...
Has a goal! Goal! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end.
Can he put it away? He's missed, but not by that far.
Vinicius Junior did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Law.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And they win it back again. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Mbappe. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Mbappe. Chance! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was...